We're cooking.
What's up, brother? Just kidding. We've been hooked on that lately. It's been fun. But yeah, gonna be a good day today. Very nice weather. We are doing a couple of first cuts. Got a couple of quotes we got to put in on the list, which is nice because they're right next to each other. James and I, unfortunately, were not able to work yesterday, Monday, and Monday was absolutely beautiful, but my daycare provider had called in sick, so I had to stay home and watch my son for the day, which is not a bad thing because he's great. I love him. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna get our first cuts of the year done. Well, besides the leaf cleanups we did where we cut the yard too, but that's not the point. Weather's looking fantastic. Today's Tuesday the 16th, so yeah, we're getting started a little bit earlier than normal. Most people start like May 1st, first week of May, somewhere around there, but our weather has been phenomenal over here in West Michigan, so we're gonna take advantage of it and hopefully get it done and stop getting sick days. And James and I have been gaming our lives away.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna put that in there, but we're gonna see. Here we are. This is an Airbnb. James and I just got here, getting a first cut. This year, she wants to try to get more grass, better grass, try to get some of the sand that's out of here and sticks and stuff like that. So we're gonna be doing a fertilizing, putting seed down. I think she said there was irrigation, not 100% sure, but I believe it's an Airbnb property, which is nice. Oh, they do have firewood. So, yeah, she said she's been working on this property a lot though. Like she did a lot to the landscaping, flattened out a lot of the grass, did a lot of the brickwork. Just put the driveway in a couple of years ago, but yeah, it's a big property. And one cool thing about it too is her mother is right down the street, like literally a few houses down, and we're gonna start cutting hers too. So we're gonna have two on this street that we get to cut. James is ready to go. I'm trying to eat my pizza.
No, I'm just getting everything.
He's like, let's get up in here. But a couple things I love about this property is there's hardly any weed whacking. Like there's this tree, that, and that, and then a couple things over here like this tractor, that tree up there, and then a couple of trees in the front yard, and then just around the house. And that's pretty much it for weed whacking, and then the rest is just mowing. And as you guys can see, it's a pretty big lot. I mean, it's not tiny by any means. There's some pine cones too, which sucks, but James and I are we're gonna hop on the mowers and get to cutting. First thing James said when we pulled up was it doesn't even need a cut. It's pretty short, but I am seeing a lot of tall grass and weeds, and like the closer you look to the ground. Oh,
If you cut it, it activates the yard too and helps it grow.
it's the warmth. It just needs warm to germinate for the seeds, but yeah, we're here. We're definitely gonna get it cut. I'm gonna go with 3.5. We're gonna go with 3.5. We're gonna do 3.5. But stay tuned, you guys. See ya. So we got a couple yards done, did an estimate. Fun fact, one of the estimates we just went and did, so I got lost on the way back there because it was on a back road and there was like hardly any addresses. It was really confusing. But when we got there was a nice house, looks like an Airbnb, it looks pretty empty, but right next to it was like this giant, I mean like massive pole barn, and there was a bunch of cars there cars that look like they might have been there recently. We were thinking maybe it was like the drug cartel, and they were doing a bunch of they're packaging up a bunch of like you know, illegal drugs of some sort. Maybe it might be the powder. I don't really know. If I could paint the picture, like, I'm serious, because it was like out in the boonies, on a back road, off of a back road, off of a back road, into the woods. It was like some cartel looking sketchy. If I had to do something really sketchy, that's kind of how I would probably set up my setup. But the fact that there was just a massive pole barn and there was a bunch of cars out there, it could have been like a mechanical shop, or I mean, it could have been a number of things, but it was awesome. And then there was a weird looking race car type deal in the front. Oh, yeah. With some really, like, they were gold rims. Like, they might have been real gold rims, so that's why we kept joking. We're like, there might be a couple keys in there, you know, a couple kilos of, you know, some powdered sugar or something. It was so weird, but powdered sugar. Yeah, and I had no reception whatsoever, so that was another, you know, thing. I was like, dang, if we need help, I can't even use my phone to call anybody. But yeah, good times. And now we're heading out to another one of my clients. If I get there and I find some time to pull out the video, I'll show you. It's one of my regulars from last year. You guys will probably recognize him. But it's 12:30 and James and I are moving along quite a bit. Like I said, we've only cut 2 yards, did a quote, and we started at probably around 11-ish, 10:30-ish, somewhere around there. But we got lost. Well, I got lost. James is just along for the ride. Yeah. But I had so many questions. I was like, I really got to know. Like, I really want this person to say yes to my price, because I want to know who lives, like, does Pablo Escobar's, like, third generation cousin, like, live somewhere in the state? I was like, I got to find out. I need more info. I want to know what's going on. But yeah, that's enough goofing off, you guys. Hope you're having an awesome day. I'll see you in just a second. See ya. That's done. Checking my wood box over here. Oh, look at that EV car. That thing was so quiet. Yeah, so my guy was telling me, he's like, hey, your price rubbed off. This firewood stand needs a lot of TLC. Yeah, 5 each. It used to be right there, but this thing needs to be painted. I'm gonna have to come out here one of these days and tear it apart. And but yeah, this is the property we just finished. Just gonna give you a quick. It's very windy out here, so I was unable to get all these leaves under control. I had a bunch of spots in the yard too from winter. I just went through and put some easy seed down. Hopefully it sprouts. The weather's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, which is good for that seed. But yeah, I think that might be it for today. It's 2 o'clock. So yeah, that might be it for today. I know James has to get home, so thank you guys for enjoying our lovely Tuesday. The weather has been absolutely amazing. Beautiful. And yeah, this guy's yard looks phenomenal too. He's one of my regulars I had from last year. Good guy. But some great news. James and I are like this close to having, you know, the correct amount of subscribers. I think we're just past 500, so thank you guys so much for those of you that have subscribed. Thank you. And that are watching the channel. We really appreciate it. If you guys got any questions or some stuff you want to see, I'm gonna do the best that I can to try to give you guys some content, show you guys a little bit of the mowing and stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.